So once you get this, you are in this position. So I know, for example, this paper was, this paper is a replication of a paper I published 10 years ago, but 10 times better. No? We replicate the experiment. We submitted to the same journal where we published 20 years ago, and they did know that they rejected it. So then they rejected the paper also in the second journal in the field. They thought that it's not enough, a replication of an existing study, blah, blah, blah. So for me now, the best to do with this paper is to put it in the bin. Because for me, if it's not a good journal, I don't have any interest. And I don't mind. It's like this is a game. You send paper to top journals. If you don't get them, then you just put it in the bin. Obviously, there are other people here that go out that are not, you know, starting their career. So then they need these papers, even they are 2-star, 3-star journals. No? So then because of this, I keep this. No? So, but it's not my interest. No? My interest is if I get in a super journal, that's good. If not, no.
So that suggests you're quite kind of strategic and focused in what you want to achieve at the end of the day, and kind of just getting by or just publishing for kind of saying, well, I can tick that off. I've done that. It's more than that for you. You're looking to kind of get to the top of your game on this.
I don't want to get paper published in not good journals. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want. For me, I think it's bad. It's not good.
Yeah.
That's my impression.
Yeah.
So for me, something that is, I don't agree very much with the 4-star, 3-star, 2-star thing, but say whatever thing I consider a good journal is 3-star. Probably for me it's 4, even they say 3. Or there are 3-star, 4-star journals that I consider 3-star. But doesn't matter. This is the discussion, no? For me, getting a paper in a good journal is good. Getting a paper in a shitty journal is not good. So I prefer not getting published. My point.
How do you think? Let us say that we all, as novice researchers or up-and-coming researchers, wanted to achieve that. We really wanted to go all the way to the top and not just get by, not just see it as a kind of, okay, I can take that off as something I've done. What do you think Middlesex needs to do to get that kind of mindset where we're aiming for the best rather than just, you know, some medical, getting published in some relatively medical publication?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that. So I think that we need to redo the question first. You are like assuming too much in the question. Let us start discussing whether I think this university should push for people publishing in top journals only instead of publishing elsewhere or anywhere. I don't know what is the good start. I don't know what is good or what is bad regarding that. I know what is good for me, or what I think is good for me, because I don't know. I'm not God or something like that. So then I think this or that is good for me, and this is the strategy I'm following. But not necessarily this is good for the university. I mean, the university, imagine that you are everybody getting paper out in mediocre journals. They are publishing, you know, consistently, say 3-4 papers per person per year. Of course, you're also going to have attraction and, you know, attention, and, you know, you will be visible. So it's not necessarily bad.
So what about being referable then? If we are not bothering about publications, what types they are, and they are, you know, there's certain standards, you know, some people want to be referable for it to be meaningful for them. So how can we not aim to try and...
No. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't aim people to do this. I'm just saying or discussing that there are options, not necessarily. I don't think that trying to be jail is the only option in life. So there are many other options. There are jails, but there are other places. So it's tough to be jail, to be a Stanford. It's tough. It's not something you are going to get in 2 days. Even if you have all the money, it's not easy. And then, I mean, the strategy that only those people that are doing super cool stuff and publishing super good are allowed to go to ref. I think it's kind of also crazy, no?
Okay.
So I mean, extremes are not good by default, no? It may be the case. You may have someone here imagine in economics that has four 4-star papers, and this is it. No? But
so do you think that the current two-pronged pathways of teacher, practitioner, teacher, researcher is helpful to that of, what you're suggesting, that there can be, which is what I think you're suggesting, that there can be different options and that not everyone needs to be kind of aiming absolutely for top-end research publications?
Again, you are mixing things. So what I think is that it may be the case that you have a person who is a very decent teacher, who enjoys teaching, who also is curious and enjoys research, and is doing some stuff which is not super cool and super tough. It's not super the top of the top, but he's doing some stuff. And these people should be also allowed to live.
Okay.
Not only if you publish in this super top journal, because not only these people, need the option to take breath and to do something different. Not only publish papers, teaching. Also, because for the institution, I think it's also healthy to have, the larger the papers you have out, the more attention you receive. So it's unclear for me if the university get, I don't want to write down a formula, but it's kind of obvious. There is a proportion P of people. P is in the P proportion, a small p is the amount of people who is able to publish four stars. Okay? When a small p is very small, okay, then the total amount of visibility, okay, which is a small p times 4 papers, is small again. Okay? When a small p is huge, where everybody is publishing super top, you can restrict to the super top.
Yeah.
But when a small p is very, very small, and you have 10% of people, I think 7% in the last ref, who is doing good research, then this is too small.
Yeah.
So 7% times 4 papers. So that means you are excluding 93% of people, which is crazy.
Yeah.
This 90% of people could be doing 2-star, 1-star, no-star papers, enjoying their academic life too. No, it's not only, it's not that we have only Premier League or nothing. No, there are many other people playing football now.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think this university needs to connect this kind of thing.
Okay, so are you saying then that there needs to be room for people to develop their own research identity, whatever that may be, whether it's 2-star, whether it's, top-end research publications, whether it's focused on teaching and perhaps doing research which is more geared to developing themselves as practitioners, and so on. So are we talking about multiple research identities here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that